what a night for Shelton State last night against a really good LSU team, LSU Eunice. We knew that this was going to be a really tightly contested series, two good clubs for the South District Championship, a spot in the Junior College World Series on the line, best 2 out of 3. So not that you can't come back and win 2 in a row, and Shelton understands that with what as good as this LSU club is, but the first game is critical. You'd much rather go up 1-0 than be down 1-0. And last night, heck of a ball game, 1-0, 1-1, 2-2, all the way into the bottom of the 11th. And then Slade Sullivan, infielder out of Faith Academy in Mobile, was the hero. His base hit drove in the winning run in the bottom of the 11th. The place erupted. Shelton State gets that game 1 win. And Slade is with us this morning to discuss, I guess, you know, in sports terms, you were a hero last night. Slade, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing great, man. Good to have you on. Take us back to last night. I mean, just a really well-played ball game the whole way. Good pitching, good defense, a little bit of timely hitting, but, 2-2 game in the 11th, you come up with an opportunity. What was your mindset, and did you kind of execute the at-bat? Obviously, you got a base hit to win the game, but did it kind of execute the way you had planned it? Did you get the pitch you were looking for? How did it play out?
Yes, sir. Well, right before that at-bat, Coach Sproul pulled me to the side. He just told me to be patient because, sometimes in those situations you try to do too much and, overdo some things. But he just told me to be patient and drive the pitch that I can get. And then Coach Vic all night was just talking about, moving to the next at-bat. So you can't let the previous at-bats get to you. You just got to be ready for the next one. So that was the main thing right there. And then I got my pitch, fastball middle end, just drove it into left field and just walked it off. So it was a great team win. Everybody contributed, played great defense. So it was a great win. Yeah,
you did get your pitch and you did drive it. It was nothing cheap about it. It was you pulled it, you got it. You knew the minute you hit it, it was going to get through. You were already kind of into celebration mode the minute it came off the bat. So I know as a hitter, that is a sweet feeling. I mean, you know what? If you don't get a hit there and you have to go on and play the 12th, that's what you do. You keep playing. But to be up in that situation with a guy on third, knowing that a base hit is going to win the game and to come through like that, what's that feeling like?
It was great. I don't think I've ever had anything happen like that before. So it was a big deal for me, and I just thought it was great for our team, mostly because now we're 1 game away from going to Grand Junction. So
you are. And what's that been like this year? Because in the past, you play the ACCC tournament and you win it, and that's enough. But the way it's set up this year, you win the state tournament just to get the opportunity to play this district championship. So it's kind of like, the state tournament's awesome, and Shelton's won a ton of them. But then you immediately have to hit a reset button. What was that preparation like, coming off a tough state championship victory and then immediately turning around and coming back to Tuscaloosa and saying, hey guys, we got work to do?
Well, our coaches were a big part of that. They just kept telling us to, it's just the next step. It's just the next step to where we want to go. So that's how we look at it, and it's really helped us a lot.
All right, tonight you've got the little bit of the cushion in that regardless. You're not going to be eliminated tonight. At the same time, right. I know the mindset is we don't want to go to a third game on Saturday. How do you put the euphoria, and of course I know Coach Sproul will help with this, but how do you put that euphoria of last night behind you and not have that mentality of, well, we're okay, regardless, and go out with how do you have that mindset that you're down 0-1 instead of up 1, in this tournament tonight to go ahead and put them away? How do you get yourself ready to play knowing that if you lose, you still have another game?
Well, like I said, our coaches have been honest about, it's just the next step. So obviously we were excited about the ACCC championship. That was great, but we were ready for the next thing. We knew what we had to do, and we knew the team that we were about to play. So with a good team, though, you just can't take them for granted. You can't get too high. Can't get too low. You just got to stay in the middle and just keep moving forward. So
playing for a legend like Coach Sproul and knowing that he's been out there to Grand Junction 7 times but has yet to win the national championship, that's the only thing left for him and left for Shelton. How big a motivator is that for this team to do it for him?
I would say pretty big. We just right now we're just really focused on getting there. But I'm sure once we get there, we'll be ready to roll. And ready to play ball. But I think that, we got a good shot. We're a really gritty team, play really good defense. So we're going to be ready to roll.
You're known for your defense. Obviously, you came through with a big hit last night, but you're a guy that in high school had a reputation as a really good glove guy, short, third, whatever it may be. You clearly take pride in making sure the other team doesn't get any extra outs. Talk about being a defensive-minded infielder. Was that your dad or coming up through Little League and travel ball? How did you develop such a good glove?
Well, I've always just, naturally been really coordinated with my glove, but also a lot of hard work. I worked really hard this past fall and gotten a lot better. But the team has gotten much better as well, so we've done a great job.
What led you to Shelton coming out of Faith Academy there in Mobile? Of course, obviously, Coach Sproul, I'm sure, had a lot to do with it, but kind of take us back through the recruiting process and what led you to Tuscaloosa.
Just really like the program. I mean, it speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
The World Series appearances, you got a shot of winning the championship every single year. Who wouldn't want to go play for something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Especially, JUCO nowadays, it's really popular. I think it's great, and I love it. So it's the best decision I've ever made, and I love it. So
I know you want to play baseball post Shelton State. What are your prospects looking like when you're done with the Bucks?
As of right now, I'm just really dialed in on the season, especially as a freshman. I don't know how many looks you really get until after the season's over.
Good point, yeah.
Probably going into your sophomore year, but yes, sir, I really want to play at the next level, but right now we're just focused on what we got to do. So.
Well, that's the way it should be, and you're on the right track, and you have the right mindset, and you're right. That'll take care of itself. All right, getting back to tonight. I had somebody there videoing the game last night. I was not there. Obviously, the pitching was good. Do you feel like you guys are in good shape with your pitching going into tonight?
Oh, absolutely. We have a great staff. All of our guys, they really compete and get after it, and they're confident in their stuff. But Coach Sproul works with them, hard and just to perfect all their stuff. And I just think that we're really excited about it, and we got a great staff.
All right, let me ask you, with this being best 2 out of 3 and you're hosting, but does it flip tonight? Will LSUE be the home team tonight and you guys the visitor?
I do believe so, yes, sir.
Yeah,
I think they said that last night. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think they'll be even though it's here in Tuscaloosa, I think they'll be the home team tonight. So obviously they'll get the last at bat, which we saw last night how big that is. And then if there is a game 3, you guys would be back as the home team tomorrow night. Does when you're going to be the visitor, of course, usually when you're the visitor, you're not playing in your home stadium, but nonetheless, knowing they have the last at bat, is there a different approach when you don't have that last at bat, or is it you play the game the same way, but knowing that if it gets to the bottom half of an inning and it's tied game, they're always going to get that last at bat. Does that change your mentality at all?
I don't think so. I just think that once we get a lead on them or something like that, we just have to make sure we leave no room for error and no room for them to come back. So, we just have to stay on a little bit. What is it? Is it
5:30? What time is the game tonight, Slade? 5:30?
6.
6. It's a 6. What's the day look like? I mean, it's it's still only obviously 9:41 right now, but how do you what's the setup for today? Do you get together early as a team? Do you eat lunch together? What's the itinerary look like?
So we pretty much just do our own thing all day. We kind of just rest and just get ready, and then we head to the field at we get there at 3:30. Get in the locker room, get changed, and then at 4:00 we're starting batting practice and stuff like that. And because we hit before they do, the other team, so starting batting practice and all of that, and then after that we just kind of go back in the locker room and hang out, and the other team hits, and then it's game time. So.
They're really good, aren't they?
They're a good club. Yes, sir.
That game last night, what was that like to play in? Because it's so intense, so close the whole way. I mean, every run was at a premium, well-played game defensively. I guess if you're a ball player playing a high-level game like that's what it's all about, huh?
Yes, sir. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, the intensity and knowing that every pitch could decide the game. And in your case, it was the pitch thrown to you that did decide the game. Solid base hit. Who was it that scored the winning run?
I think Braxton Taft.
Okay. He was on third. Okay. Well, listen, yes, Slade, man, great job last night. Appreciate your time this morning. Good luck tonight. I know that all of us in Tuscaloosa would just as soon see this thing wrapped up tonight, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. Good luck to you. Slade Sullivan, right, Shelton State infielder. He was the hero last night, leading the Bucs to a 3-2 win over LSU. All right. It's 9:43. A reminder that the